All right, guys, let's get right into it. It looks like Saquon Barkley has signed the franchise tag. It's going to be a 1-year deal. The incentives, I think, is going to reach up to 11 or between 11 and 13 million. I think it's a $2 million signing bonus. And definitely, man, I knew that Saquon had to make a decision, and the decision was going to have to be he's going to have to play on a franchise tag. I know that's something that he didn't want to do. He wanted to get a long-term deal done. And to me, I think that the Giants did it backwards. I think that they should have gave Barkley the deal first before they gave it to Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has been nothing but a mediocre quarterback, and they decided to pay him last year because he got the Giants into the postseason. But if you check his track record and you look at his stats are mediocre for a quarterback, especially to be getting paid anywhere between $37 million and $40 million a season. That's a lot of money, man, for a guy that is not an elite quarterback. You're talking about almost getting up there with Patrick Mahomes. So I'm happy for Saquon Barkley finally being able to get a deal done with the New York Giants. And I think everybody, I think Jacobs will probably end up signing his deal too. You got to do what you got to do, man, unless you're going to sit out for a whole entire season. And I don't think you want to do what Le'Veon Bell did because it pretty much kind of backfired on him. So I don't think you want to sit out a whole entire year. Go ahead and take your money, get the $10 million this season, and then try to re-up next season and negotiate a long-term deal with the Giants, especially if that's something that they want to do. But I think going forward, man, the NFL definitely needs to have a meeting on how much these running backs should be getting paid, especially if you an elite running back, you're staying healthy. And some of these guys, even Saquon Barkley, he got hurt during his time so far on the first contract. But not only did he get hurt, Christian McCaffrey got hurt as well, but he still got his money. Christian McCaffrey still got his money. So I'm happy for Saquon Barkley, man, to go ahead and sign that deal, man. Make some money instead of getting no money at all and then sitting out a whole entire year. So it looks like the incentives is going to be for him to get the incentives is going to be for him to get 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns, and I think like 65 receptions. So hopefully he'll be able to do that, and hopefully Daniel Jones will help him get those 65 receptions that he'll be able to get earn an extra like $2 million or something like that. But definitely, man, shout out to Saquon Barkley. I think he made the right decision to go ahead and just take the money and not sit out a season. Because if you sit out a season, then you got all these questions that's going to come behind sitting out a whole entire season like Le'Veon Bell did. So he made the right decision to go ahead and sign that franchise tag. I believe Pollard had already signed his deal, the franchise tag. And I think Jacobs, you haven't heard anything yet from the Raiders, but I think he'll eventually sign his. So pretty much those guys coming together and having a Zoom meeting, you recognize that the running back position is definitely they don't value it like they used to, man. The running back was just important as anybody else on the team, man. And if you got kickers making more than running backs, you got an issue and you got a problem in the NFL. Because running backs do a lot. They catch out of the backfield. They run the football. They get hit a lot. And, you know what I'm saying? I understand, and just like Nick Chubb said, if those guys to get over 2,000 yards and they got all of these carries, what's going to be the outcome of saying, how can these guys still get paid and not feel like they're being worn out or worn down to the ground? So that's the biggest thing with the running backs. They feel like some of these guys are being worn down to the ground. And then, the shelf life of a running back is no more than probably, 4 years in the NFL. So, hey, man, I'm just happy that a deal is finally done and Saquon Barkley will be playing with the Giants this season. And I know it's not what he wanted to do. He wanted to get that long-term deal done. But hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. All right, guys, I'll be back to you soon with another video. I'm out of here until next time. Peace.